Hey guys, so it's sad to say we are back to cover an aspect of Foodie that I do not enjoy at all. Um, and this seems to be a constant, and or it's turning into a constant in this corner of the internet. And we are talking about children, and I am so irritated and annoyed right now. Um, I hardly have words. So we're gonna look at um, one of Foodie's live streams. We're gonna look at one little clip. I know there is tons to talk about. She did 2 live streams yesterday. In it, she was showing money off, throwing it all around, which is so dangerous given the situation that she's in. She did hit Julia, which is horrendous as well because animal abuse is disgusting. But I think the thing that makes this worse is that she is still exploiting the special needs child. I really don't want to use her name. Um, and and I want to talk about some of that. Um, so we're gonna bop on over here and um, we're gonna take a look at this live stream.
You're like dead meat. Come, you want to sit with mom?
Okay, sorry about the jump scare. She looks horrendous. And I'm sorry about the fan noises. I am turning her down because it is so grating. So you can still kind of hear her, I hope, but we can see what she says. But she looks horrible. And she deserves every bit of it. Like, karma needs to come for her quickly.
Come see mom. This is gum, mint gum flavor. For 2 hours on live. Basically, in the West, I told Salah, and I said to tell his family, I said, in the West, we have family gatherings. We pretend to like them, I think, right? And when it gets to be about 8 o'clock, you know, you get people start giving hints, like they turn the lights off in certain areas. They're not here all day and night usually. It depends, but I know I'm bad.
Okay, so she is currently explaining to us the failures of families in the West. And that we only pretend to like the people around us. We really can't stand to spend time with our families. But in Syria, it's different. She seems to forget that in Kuwait, they never had people showing up at their house. It was just them two. There wasn't a whole lot of family. And on top of it, it never fully dawns on her that just because her family was all sorts of screwed up, not everybody else's is like that. That she is sitting here in the Middle East portraying to the people around her that this is how everybody is in the West, which is absolutely disgusting.
Shisha. I'm gonna try to just have one once in a while. Yeah, well, Julia, whenever where'd she go? I put her in the room, the bedroom, and I lock it. So, no one's allowed in there, yeah? You start yawning. Well, wow, it's getting late. Really, April? People are thinking that I actually ate Kevin. Hi, Olivia! How's the little beezer doing? No, I didn't shave my head. Looks like it. I have no undercap on. I gotta color my hair. This shisha's really quiet, yeah. The washing machine? I can probably show you guys the washing machine. I don't see why not. Better hit the hint. Yeah, I know, until they get the hint, right? Yeah, I think the West, we really value our individual space, you know?
I don't know about you guys. I do sometimes enjoy being by myself. However, unlike Chantal, I have never ran to a completely different country to avoid my family. Family that I was exploiting and taking advantage of. The family that she ran to Qatar to get away from are the ones helping to refurbish this home. They are helping to paint. They are helping to move in furniture. They are the ones that are cleaning her dishes for her. On top of it, the same family that she ran from is the same family that she food poisoned, and they're still accepting her and being kind to her, despite everything that she is.
The chicken burgers? Shisha's never good for my lungs. I love bad habits, unfortunately. Well, yeah, we need our us time. I don't know, Rebecca. I mean, okay, I'm generalizing. There are people who are very family oriented, but more so here than probably what I've seen in the West. And I think most people have big families, they support each other, they help each other out, you know?
You see it more so there than you do in the West. Okay. Well, first of all, we know from stories you have told that you were horrible to your sister. You put your family through hell, your poor mother. And then we end up with the villa, and it is you and Pete, and you chasing a man around Canada while participating in the Crackhead Olympics, and you wonder why your family didn't want to come see you. You wonder why you were so alone. Then, to make said man jealous and to make yourself feel like something, you ran off to Kuwait to buy a husband, to put on the internet, to convince strangers that you are wanted, loved, and accepted. And the whole time there, you really weren't with his family. You didn't have people coming over. That is a you issue. However, in Syria, you guys throw money around. They see you as a huge, gigantic life preserver. So, yes, they are going to smile. They are going to put up with you. They are going to come over and give of their time and their energy in hopes that you will give back to them. They have no clue the vile creature that you are. And the fact that you've already ran off one part of Salah's family and all of his friends.
Like what I've seen, like if someone has a child, most of the family raises it, like they're all involved. Like, um, wow, Rebecca, well, you're better than me. No, I mean, my close family, I don't mind if they stay. Like, sister, aunt, mom, uncle, people like that. My stepdad, not Buster, no. I don't have a big family. So I never have that problem. We have family gatherings on special occasions. When I'm in Canada, I'm always with my mom. Yeah, sure. Teardrop, yes. Hey, Lynn. I'm good.
She is presenting the West off of something that she has no clue about. She doesn't have a big family. She doesn't want a lot of people around her, and that is her choice. The portrayal that, guys, this is our representation out in the world. It's terrifying.
Oh, any type of ethnic family. You're right. Yeah, I think extremely white people. You're right. Yeah.
So, ethnic families are the only ones that have family values. I, It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. Most of us have family values. Most of us very much value our family time and the people that we love. She thinks that because she is white and she hates her family and abuses her family and uses her family, that anybody else who shares her skin color does the same. And and for some reason she thinks that throwing on a hijab and pretending to be converted with her bot husband suddenly makes her an expert on families, and she suddenly finally gets it. I understand now family values.
You're right. Yep. And it's a great thing. It's just that when you're not used to it, you know, more specifically for me, it's not just people, adults, it's screaming children after a while, you know? There's a reason, there's, a, I mean, other than medical, I've never wanted any myself, right? So,
Okay, now that we've gotten through all the bullcrap about family and we're at children, first of all, I would never, never have the balls to sit on a live stream and complain about the children of the people who were just there helping me and have been helping me to thousands of people. This has over 5,000 views on it right now. That means at least 5,000 people have heard her complain about these children of those families. She thinks it's fine and acceptable, though, because she is complaining in English. They do not speak English. If somebody would translate this thing into Arabic, I would be shocked to see their responses to this. My other issue that comes up, she has complained in multiple live streams about children and screaming children, and she doesn't want children, and she really can't stand children. But suddenly we have a special needs child, but that child's okay. That child is acceptable. What is the difference between a child and a special needs child? There's nothing. I have my middle son is autistic with a sensory disorder. We have always treated him as though he is exactly like his brother and sister. No questions asked. She, however, cannot stand children who are screaming, but a special needs child she loves, wants to be around, and it's acceptable to her. But that is because she sees dollar signs. That is because she can exploit that child. That child is vulnerable and cannot tell anybody else. That child cannot grasp fully what is happening. That's the issue. So, we already know that I'm really tired of looking at her face. I'm sorry. So, we already know that she did the live stream where they were accepting donations for the schooling. We know that she got the donations. She is refusing to show receipts to anybody. She has, however, and this is the part that bothers me the most, she has, however, come out and said that if you donated, that she is more than happy to send you pictures of the child directly to you. I don't know how that seems right anywhere. It it's not. She also immediately after she got that, suddenly she got the donation. She had all the money in the world to run off to Qatar and eat herself sick. They have bought a car. They have bought air conditioning. They have improved their solar panels. I know there's a lot of conspiracies over this. I personally think that the girl's family had no idea what was happening. I think they did it while they were supposed to be babysitting her. Because the child does not speak English, she does not realize that they were asking for money. Chantal also said numerous times that the child is borderline nonverbal, which means even if the child understood, she could never turn to her parents and say, Mom, Dad, this is what happened. This is what's going on. She shared the child's name. She, I believe, talked about the area that they live in. And then she also stated that she would be handing her over $1,000, which then makes it unsafe for that child. People know where she lives. They know that there's going to be money. It it is what it is. So she has also continued sharing pictures of the child. So she did this live stream last night where she's complaining about screaming children, but we know that the special needs girl is that's the one. That's the one she likes. So I went and took a screenshot of the community post that she put up, and she talks about they went and visited the little girl at school, and she's having so much fun, and it's great. I don't want to show it directly from her tab because I really don't want to contribute to the exploitation of this child. So the child's face is blocked out because I want to protect her. As the mother of a special needs child, I want to protect her in every way that I can. Like I cannot tell you how disgusting this is. However, there is a little bit more to this, and I want to give credit where credit is due, because I do not know all of this stuff. I do not. I am just starting out at this. I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything and how this works. So I'm going to pop us over to the Fat Cows Chronicle community tab post. And an hour ago, Fat Cow posted and said the school year hasn't started yet. At best, Foodie Beauty got Sasa into a special needs club that is ran by various charities, which is free, by the way. At worst, she was already attending. Either way, Foodie is still fucking scamming people. So the autumn semester, if we look here, doesn't begin until September. We are not in September. I get there are time change differences and time zones based on where you are on the planet. However, it is my understanding that we are all generally in the same month at the same time. So it is impossible for this little girl to be in school yet. I mean, down here it says specifically September 1st is when it begins. We are not at September 1st. So this child's not actually in school. The lies continue, the grifting continues, the scam continues, the exploitation continues. And then I saw the post above it, and it appears that Fat Cow agrees with me. Foodie has found a special needs child from a war-torn country and saw dollar signs. She will continue to use the child for money, for both herself and to pay for her monthly husband. She doesn't care about this child. She actually hates children. I don't understand how people can still support her. I don't understand why this is still being allowed. Um, I don't understand why YouTube doesn't have an issue with the exploitation of children. And I'm also not sure how that live stream is still up and monetized. I don't know how many of you guys know this or not. On the back end of YouTube, when I go in and I'm uploading my videos, there's all these different sections that I have to go through and I have to check and I have to fill things out and I have to set things. And one of the questions that it specifically asks is, does your video feature a child? And then as you go through, it repeats itself multiple times on different pages. Verify there are no children in your video. Make sure there are no children in your video. She had to skip all of that to get that content to stay up and for it to be live. And she is still making money off of it. And people are still, I'm very sure, still sending donations behind the scenes through PayPal so that they can continue getting pictures of this little girl sent to them privately, which means we also have, there's no accountability for what's being shown. At least, as much as I am against her posting this child's face, if she would have been transparent and she would have been showing receipts and saying, hey, this, we went and bought her school uniform, we went and got her school supplies, whatever, it would be to the entire community, and the entire community could then police whether or not what she was posting was acceptable. And that's not the case. It's all going on behind the scenes, which is terrifying because we have seen the type of people in her chat. We have seen the requests that people have made with actions that they would like her to do to this child. Um, at this point, I don't know that there's any way around it. Like, Foodie is a predator. She's a predator and an exploiter, and it's really time that it stops. It's time that we all started speaking out about it. These days are hard. I've already filmed one video talking about children. This is my second. I have a third one to get to, guys. And as a mom, these are really, really rough days. So, with that, I'm going to tell you to be good and behave yourselves. And whatever you do not be Foodie Beauty. Just don't. If you can't behave, though, at least make me proud and then post it online so we can talk about it.